All right. Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh.
Whoa. What is that?
Oh, it's just your greatest fantasy, big boy.
Is that, I mean, I don't know.
Oh,
You're just gonna keep
I know
making,
how you like the
you're
classics.
just gonna keep making those poses, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Fiber, instead of drawing attention to yourself, how about we draw attention to the person on our right? The one and
No,
only. No?
this was your idea.
This is Shh, they're not supposed to know that, man. Jesus. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the DFO Re Podcast. As always, it is myself, Debosh, and Fireberg up on top.
Oh, baby, you know I like it on top.
That's a really nice couch you got there, man.
No, it's not. It's my roommate's.
Well, there goes the illusion, so I guess that's done. And with us today, we have the one and only Yui. Yui, how you doing today? Oh, no, we can't hear Yui. Yui, your mic got cut or something.
Oh, my bad.
There we go. Now it's fixed. That was the best. That was the best malfunction we ever had. That fixed itself really fast.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
my Skype was muted. I'm doing good though.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. So welcome everyone to the show. We have a really, really good show for you today. To kick things off, we are first. Let's just talk about. Let's do a quick little thing about progress characters. Our challenge characters that we all made. Well, first off, what goal did you guys set? So for everyone in the audience right now to say what goal you guys set and which character you made. But yeah, which did you make a challenge character?
Yes, my Elven Knight and
Oh,
Chaos Knight.
uh-huh. Very cool.
You want me to tell you which level I picked?
Yes, I do.
I picked level 61 because it's realistic as a goal for me to achieve, and I'm not gonna kill myself trying to hit level 70.
Uh,
So that was the one I picked.
uh. Very, yeah. I mean, I think honestly, I saw the rewards for 61 and 70, and I'm like, yeah, now
Yeah.
61 seems like a more attainable goal, and it's not 70 is not. What was it, like 100 mileage points? Like, I mean, that's just like that's the cash money, right? Like, I mean, it's not really the Syrah, but it's something like it. So I'm like, I'll just give you guys money. Forget it. I don't want to work that hard. What
I'd
about you,
rather get
Fiber?
the
Oh,
sorry.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Same.
You're saying?
I'd
Same
rather
goal
get
for
the
same reasons.
experience pot over getting the 100 miles, just because that can get me past Ghent faster.
Exactly. I
And the
mean,
100 miles points you're gonna be getting just playing the game.
yeah,
So
exactly. So I didn't see that big. I just want those greedy accessories. That's what I wanted. Like, I don't know much of their value. I mean, I remember them back in DFO, but hey, there could be something. I don't know. But Fiber, you're saying you made also an Elven Knight?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's odd because I also made an Elven Knight as my challenge character. I
Yeah.
wonder how many people made Elven Knights for the challenge character for the update of the Elven Knight and the Chaos Knight.
I picked Elven Knight because I thought it wouldn't be popular. I thought
I
people would go with Chaos. Chaos looked like a much more, well, at least fun character to play.
I mean,
But
like everyone told me, like Chaos Knight was like that was like the OP one for the night. And then I remember the only time I ever heard anything was actually from Yui himself when, like I saw this guide on the Elven Knight and I talked to you about it. I remember this, and you're like saying like, dude, no, you gotta make an Elven Knight. Like it's really really good. And I'm like, well, I don't know what it does. Like I mean, like no one talks about it ever. So it was just like totally like odd for us. So but yeah, I mean, today we are going to talk about Elven Knight mostly. But before we get into that, we're going to talk about Yui himself. So for those who don't know, Yui, you have been streaming KDNF for how long?
let's say about, I'll say about a year,
A
less than a
year.
year
Year.
already.
All right. So
But I've been playing Kadena for, I would say, 4 years.
mhm,
4 years.
oh, very cool. So you were playing even while DFO from the Nexon reign was on.
Yeah. The thing about that is that I didn't actually get into KDNF until DFO closed because I was all in DFO. And then
I
when
see.
that closed, I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll just go to KDNF now.
I see. I see. All right.
So that's when
So
I started getting into it.
this is the big question I got. So you're not Korean. So how'd you get into KDNF?
Uh, well,
you're a liar.
Bonus one. Yeah, right. We know he
it
knows too
was
much.
possible for us to make an account
Mhm.
through not so good methods.
Uh-huh.
And that's how
How
I
much
made.
social are you using?
But my old account actually got locked, and now I have a new one, which I did not make. Thankfully, someone that I do know that is Korean made it for me, so I'm happy that he allowed me to play KDNF again.
Well, hey, that's good. That's good. That's
So
good. Yeah, yeah. And which for the guys who don't know, which characters do you specialize in? Like, what's your main and like other ones that you're really good with?
I love playing Rogue. Like she's always been my favorite character
Uh-huh.
through and through. I've probably made about 4 rogues in my life.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, you
uh,
made. Wait, I guess. Hold on. Why would you make? You made 4 rogues in different games across different games.
yes.
So I'm guessing one in DFO, and
Mhm,
then one in the current DFO. But
mhm.
then I noticed you had two in KDNF.
Yes.
You need to
My
explain that
old
logic right there.
yeah, my old locked account, and my new account that I have now.
Oh, okay. So on each account, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha, gotcha. So
that's
I
not.
don't know if you can tell, but like on the Twitch screen. So if you have the Twitch, we had a little sprite that we found you. I think that's your Shadow Dancer though, because I
Hold
just
on.
couldn't find your rogue. So like we just pulled that. That's why I was looking through a bunch of past broadcasts to be like a weirdo.
That sprite took me 3 minutes to cut up.
Yeah. But yeah.
Now I have to see.
Now you have to see. I mean, it's one with the wings, like the black wings.
There was a pot by your foot, and I left that because if I didn't, it would look weird.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want the leg gone and everything. And as Cypher said, you made a shad rogue dancer.
When am I gonna be covering Rogue for you guys?
You mean when are we gonna finish that video together?
You're right.
Which I mean, on a side note, everyone else can wait. On a side note, what happened to that video? Like, I forgot what we had to do.
I had everything all together.
Uh-huh.
The only thing that I needed to do was record me playing Rogue.
Oh, like the move list and
the
stuff.
differences between the two weapon masteries, and that's
okay.
it.
Okay.
But
Well,
you know
I mean,
how it is with
so
procrastinating.
Yeah, I totally know because I mean I completely forgot. I mean I didn't forget. I just forgot our progress of how far we were in. Yeah. But yeah. So guys, we're planning on making guide videos, and we want to make it like on a certain standard, not just like we don't want some guy like in the practice room talking like a voiceovering while doing like his moves and like messing up and that thing. We're trying to do something nice for you guys. So look forward to that eventually.
Yeah.
And if Cypher's still on there, I'm going to contact you about Soulbender.
Quit dropping names, Omar.
I'm not dropping names. I'm just saying.
Quit dropping names.
I'm just keeping it real.
Also, you need to get better at learning how to crop out pictures. Those things are cattywampus as fuck.
Which pictures are we talking about?
Every frame on the podcast.
Shh. No, that's totally fine.
I don't think so.
Oh, that. Yeah, that's it. I'm trying a new art style. It's called IDGAF.
Abstract.
Yeah, it's about the same thing. All right. So,
Getting dark again.
do we
Anyway.
Firebird, do you have any questions for Yui? You want to ask for a professional streamer?
How was your day?
Excellent. I had a nap before waking up.
What is the lifestyle of a streamer? Like, what do you do outside of your streaming life?
What brand of water do you drink?
Oh my god, let's just
sit in depression, and not playing DFO. To like outside of streaming, I'm really so bummed out. I'm really lazy in DFO because I don't have an audience. It's kind of something that just built upon itself.
Right.
When I'm not streaming, I don't want to do anything. Like I don't want to see anyone. Let's just like get away.
So is there a reason for you to not be streaming then?
Unless
running out of
something's
FP.
going on, or if it's like my vacation day.
Vacation day, huh?
It's gotten that bad, yes.
Oh
I
man.
want to start streaming, but I have a job.
I was gonna say, what about I completely forgot. Again, I am on par. I saw Cypher's comment and I'm like, what? Cattywampus? Like what?
Sorry, I fucking hate the chat. They're making me laugh.
Oh god. All right.
Okay, I'm fine.
All right.
It's my fault for being funny.
All right. So, as we know, the Elven Knight was released alongside the Chaos Knight, but we are going to talk about the Elven Knight because you wrote a guide on that.
Oh yeah. I wrote on both guides.
Oh, you also did a Chaos Knight guide.
Yes.
See, this
Yes,
I don't even know.
I could go into both of them if you would want, but we're going to be focusing on Elven Knight.
Yeah, I mean, unless anyone watching wants to ask about Chaos Knight, they can go ahead. But for now, we got this whole thing set up for Elven Knight, so let's actually go into that. So let me get that stuff loaded up.
Yay, the best part of the show, waiting for Omar to do his job.
Hey,
There should be, well, we'll talk about that later. But anyway.
maybe if we invested more into the I don't know, if we just invested money and stuff, we would have nicer things.
Oh, if we invested money?
Yeah.
How about if the world gave me handouts? I prefer that terminology.
Why would
better.
you want handouts of what? What do you need?
Money.
I can hand you out a pat on the back, man. That's all I got. All right.
Mm.
Shall I roll the clip?
Please.
Yes.
Do it. Right. All right. So yeah, that was a little showcase of the Elven Knight. So, Yui, tell me, give me a little heads up. Like, what is? Why would anyone want to play an Elven Knight?
Hmm,
Unicorn.
that's one reason.
Well, it's kind of funny you say that reason because in your guide you literally have like as a recommendation you said 0 or max. And you said or max, but you said 0 as an option.
The reason behind that is that Elven Knight's unique mechanic is called Chain Rush.
Uh huh.
It's a brand new thing that no other class has,
Uh huh.
Hmm.
and basically it's like Muscle Shift, but you have a bar above your head. Any point when you're using Chain Rush, you have to use it.
Mhm.
It's a buff and an active at the same time. So you buff yourself up with Chain Rush, and then once you use a skill, you have a bar appearing above your head. Um, oh, wait, I gotta think. Anyways, so it's after you use a skill, it has to physically hit an enemy, an active skill. The only exception is guard. You can actually use guard as a buffer for chain rush.
Mhm.
Each time you successfully stack up your chain rush, your damage increases, and it caps out at 5 times.
Okay.
So the next skill that you use deals additional damage, and the timing window gets shorter and shorter until it reaches like a certain limit. Um, but other than that, like it's really hard and difficult to master just because you always have to watch the bar. You have to watch the enemy's position.
Mhm.
And it's a good idea to throw out your low cooldown skills first, and then once you're at 5 times, you throw out all your heavy hitting skills.
I
And
see.
then
I see.
also, there's a nice thing that I found out recently that I never knew. You can actually save your chain stacks if you use a buff. The following buffs you can save your chain rush stacks is chain shield, ancient memory, leap, and downward spirit, war cry, rules armor, or nature's protection. But
Uh
I use chain shield to save my stacks within each room.
huh.
It's really tricky to get, but once you save your stacks, you're able to wait and use it until the next room.
Oh wow.
And so it's really like very high of a learning curve.
Yeah.
And once you get it all together, it's a lot of fun. It's
Yeah.
a very active class,
Yeah.
and
Reminds me of when I first did the monk, but go on.
and the fact that you also have to be careful because you can actually cancel out the animations of some skills, and you won't do all the damage. So it's also learning that, and the fact that you have to prepare yourself with the enemies and all that.
Right. Right. You're getting a lot of love there, man. I could see on the chat.
Yeah.
Need an adult.
Yeah.
So I was saying like when I was reading up on it, the first thing I thought was like, oh, this looks like a female monk because of like the whole dry. Like, it's essentially it's like dry out.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't know, dry out's the passive you get as a monk when you awaken, and essentially it allows you to do one cancel, and that's it. Whereas now you're
Yeah.
telling me I can do 5.
Well, technically, anytime you start up the chain combo, you can cancel any of your abilities
Mhm.
with a chain.
Right. Right. Okay. So like yeah, I mean I didn't get way too far with my Elven Knight, so I actually don't even have Chain Rush yet. But I'm already like having so much fun with already the moves, and I'm like I can't imagine these just being way more powerful. So, but yeah, I mean, so you're talking about Chain Rush, but then you forgot out the Unicorn. So like,
Oh.
what's up with this? What's up with the Unicorn? Because like, I only use it for boss rooms, and like I'm just like, why is this not a recommended move? Because like I mean, right now like it's easy as
It's
hell to do
pretty
anything.
simple. The damage that you will be doing in Pony, it's you do more using Chain Rush.
Oh,
And
okay.
Guardian Mount isn't that good of a skill to begin with unless you cron set into it.
Oh,
But
okay.
other than that, it's a very like not it's not good at all.
Okay, okay.
It used to be able once you used Pony, you won't be able to self res.
Mhm.
But thankfully, some people commented and they told me that you can actually use Guardian Mount and you can still proc self res. So that's a nice thing that's been cleared from the main negative from Guardian Mount.
Right. Okay. All right. Now, For those, so I mean, I read your guide, and there's a lot. There's a lot of skills that you actually like. Okay, there's a lot of skills for the Elven Knight, but there's only a few that you actually say are maxes. There's like, I mean, I would say like your build was more like a, um, get this if you want, get this if you want. There's like a very few that are like you need this move. Whereas like most builds are kind of like they give you almost like every move you should get, and like one or two is like preference, you know. But yours is a lot heavily on preference.
Yeah.
So what would be your preferences for which moves?
Hmm. Well, there are a lot of preferences in the sense that it really depends on how you want to shape your Elven Knight.
Hmm.
That's the next thing about her. She has access to a bunch of good skills,
Hmm.
and it really depends on how you want to go about it.
Right.
But I love Sand Kick. Increases your invasion and gives blinds enemy.
Yeah.
Perfect Guard's always nice because it actually blocks damage, like heavy hitting damage,
Hmm.
for one hit,
Hmm.
and that can really save you end game.
Is it kind of like that the Nen Master, the female Nen Master's passive, like the little?
It has a chance to, but it's not 100%.
Oh, okay, okay.
And then Wheel of Fate is like a grab, your common grab, level 1. Shield Block, obviously, this is a really important skill in the sense that Shield Block is going to be one of your most used skills because it actually procs Chain Rush. It's the only other skill that helps you build up your Chain Rush without hitting an enemy. So
Oh,
Chain
okay.
Rush with the active skills, you physically have to hit something. Otherwise, you're not going to build up
Oh,
your stacks.
I see, I
But with
see.
Shield Block, you can still build up your stacks, and it's a really, really low cooldown.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Thanks to my friend who he knows who he is, and I think he's watching. But he's the one who told me about that.
Okay, really cool. Um, I mean, there's some like really strange skills. Like when I
Like,
was leveling up, I tried getting familiar with the move Intercept, which is the move where like you literally like slam dunk someone, like just jump in the air, try to do a slam dunk. Like I don't know why I designed that move. Like I almost like never hit it. I just could not hit
Well,
it.
that's made to be chained with your standard Z.
Yeah, I mean,
You
like,
chain it.
I mean,
Just
eventually I was like, okay, I'll just do that, but I'm like, I don't see any other purpose but doing a launch followed up with
yeah.
intercept.
Yeah, so she seems like a lot of utility. She has a lot of straight moves. She has a lot of cutting moves. She has a lot of debuffs and stuff like that. And every one of them, well, at least almost every one of them, gives you that little bar. So
I
what
see.
I've done, essentially, is set it up to... God damn it, fucking Google, stop it. What I've set it up to do is basically I'll hit, like, hotkeys, and then I've set up... that what was that skill called? Shit, I forgot.
What's it
We were
do?
just talking about it. The
Intercept?
combo one. The combo one.
The
The
chain
one with
rush?
the bar above your
Chain
head.
rush.
Chain rush. Chain rush is at 0, and I just constantly hit combo keys going back and forth, and that seems to go pretty quickly. It's, but I have not figured out the best way to use her guard attack. I just do not use it.
We have an expert here, so you should ask him.
Yeah, I was going to ask him, what is the best way to use that guard attack?
Should I go over the rest of her skills?
I mean, if you want to
Like-
first ask Fiber. You know, Fiber has a dying question he needs answered.
Okay.
How do you use that guard attack? Is that what your question was?
Shield Block?
Exactly.
Shield block. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the best way to utilize that?
You would just use it right away, and then you don't need to hold it. As soon as you use it, you proc your Chain Rush. So you use it and then forget about it. And then since it's a low cooldown, it's a good use for building up your Chain Rush stacks. That's pretty much it.
'Cause I've never actually used it real well, and I've never really what's it called? I've never actually got a counter in with it either. But that's probably just because I'm out of practice.
Right.
But anyway, go on with the
Yeah, go on with the skills. Like, I mean, I think the higher level skills are kind of the ones that you like recommended as maxes later on.
Okay. So Disarm is obviously a must max because the importance of this skill is that it drops defense and attack power on enemies. And that's pretty huge. You never want to charge up the skill for a range attack. It's not recommended.
Okay.
And it kind of screws up with your Chain Rush usage because you're charging up a skill and you'll be able to cancel it with Chain Rush. So it always favors melee blow. So now onto Elven Knight subclass skills. War Cry, it's your standard buff. Always get that. Rose armor is the one with the thorns around you, and when you get hit, monsters take damage.
Mm.
It does really good damage, but the thing that I don't like about it is that you have to get hit in order to do damage, and I don't like that concept behind it.
Oh, I
So
see.
that's why I listed it as preference.
Yeah.
Ancient Boar is always nice because it closes the gap, it has a stun, it has nice damage. That's why it's a max.
Mhm.
Unwavering Faith. When I say level with accordance to your physical defense, that means it's really difficult for you to get all the attack out of it because it scales off your physical defense. So unless you're upgrading your armor, you're not going to get the full benefit off it.
Oh, I see.
And then
I haven't.
Sentence. Sentence is like a debuff that happens when you throw out your shield. It's preference simply because it's kind of takes getting used to. It has a lot of damage. It's really good for party since party members can detonate the debuff that happens.
Mm-hmm.
The status clear skill, it's only very useful any game. You'll definitely be seeing usage with it. Ancient Deer is preference as well.
I mean, Ancient Deer just feels like another almost like a Z move. Like I don't see much of a point except for launching him up, right?
It's good paired up with Sentence because it can proc all the hits right away since Ancient Deer is a multi-hit skill.
Oh, I
So
see.
that's the nice thing about it. Also, you can chain rush out of Ancient Deer's animation and do a follow-up. And the good thing about Ancient Deer is that it'll still go out and happen.
Oh, so you can cancel it, but it's already happened. It's
Yeah,
gonna
it's already
happen.
happening. Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Obviously, you want super armor, overpower.
Yeah.
Those are must max.
Hmm.
So is Verdant Blade.
That's
Elvish
like the
Jump is
Yeah,
preference.
love it.
Elven Jump is preference.
Uh-huh.
Chain Rush obviously must max.
Uh-huh.
Impregnable Defense is utility. Vanguard Slash is also level 1 utility. It does do nice damage, but me and my friend after 5, we decided that we're just going to keep it utility instead of preference.
Now Vanguard Slash is which one exactly?
It's the one where you slash forward and the enemy then appears like in a cut state.
Oh, okay, yeah. I
Yes,
see what you mean.
that. Let's go. Nature Shackle is still really bad. It's only level 1 utility if you need to bring something to you.
Right.
Lunge Revolution, it's preference to max, even though it is a really good skill. The reason why it's preference to max is because it deals more damage the more mobs that are inside.
Mm-hmm.
So once you have, once you get near end game, it's gonna see less usage because obviously it does more damage the more monsters that are in it, and most of the time you're only gonna be fighting one monster at a time.
Yeah.
It's still a good skill though. And Smash or Pulverize in DFOG is probably her hardest hitting skill that she has access to. That's obviously a must max.
Yeah.
Nature's Blessing, it's not really worth it to max right now at 70 cap simply because it doesn't last that long at all. And then once we get the level 85 cap, whenever that is, it lasts for around 2 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And that's pretty good for true ancients or OV or speed runs.
Right.
Because it buffs all your party members.
I see.
Whew. Okay. Two more skills. Harbinger of Life is her 60 EX. It's really nice where you can charge it up. When it's fully charged, it reduces your skill cooldown by 10% when fully charged.
Yeah.
It's really nice damage. Reliable Breakthrough is even better. It's level 70 EX. She charges forward, she causes blind, and she also gets this shield that protects her. It's like Satyr's Bubble.
Oh, okay.
But it's better in the sense that it blocks all damage, magic and physical. Where as Satyr, it only blocked magic, I believe. I'm not too sure on how
I think it's
Satyr's
just
bubble
physical.
works.
I think it's just physical.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
It's like weird. It's like why is it only 1 damage type? But.
And that's it.
All right. And then Awakening, is that like?
Oh, well, that levels up automatically nowadays. So.
Oh, I didn't even know that. All right. Very cool. All right. Thank you. That must have been stressful to do the whole thing.
Oh,
on
by the way,
Yeah.
Sasanovi is the guy. Flood. He's the person who told me about Chain Guard.
He seems pretty upset that you
I think,
didn't mention him.
shout out. Nah,
So, go
I
on.
didn't know if he wanted to be mentioned. But anyways.
Yeah, give out your love to him. Hey, I'm sure he appreciate it.
So I had a quick question about Great Will. It has never popped up and let me use it. What exactly are the conditions to use Great Will?
Great Will is only going to be able to for you to use when you get a status effect on you, like a stun or a burn, a bleed. Obviously, you
Okay.
can't use it when no status effect is on you currently.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Understandable.
why, yeah, that's why people ask me how does this work. I can't use it. It's not, obviously you can't clear a
Well,
status effect that's not on you.
Of
But
course you
my
can't.
biggest
Priests have cure. They just go cure. It's like, well,
yeah.
thanks. I
Well, the
didn't
biggest
need it.
question about it is my question about it really was it lets you level up the skill itself. What exactly will that do? Will it get rid of higher leveled debuffs? Is that what it
it
is?
scales on the level of the status effect. So
Okay.
depending on the monster and what level the status effect that it hits you with, leveling up will help.
So
Okay,
about
that
probably
might
it's best like while leveling, don't bother. But then when you hit end game, level it up.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
probably my problem because I've been poisoned several times. It just wouldn't work anyway, or whatever, stunned.
Mm.
But anyway, because so it just confused me because it didn't do what even the skill said it would do.
Mhm.
But that's
Yeah.
really my last question for that whole thing.
All right.
What?
So yeah, thank you so much, Yui. That was like amazing. You like did your whole guide on the spot.
Yeah.
It proves that you wrote it. Good job. We're just out there to bust people. But hey, speaking about busting people, have you guys seen what Neopo's been doing lately?
In KDNF?
Well, no, they've been
Oh.
doing in. I mean, I guess they've been doing KDNet, but they also do it now in our good old
yes.
DFO.
New avatars coming out.
Yeah, that's one. So I mean, for those guys out there, what did you? I want to type it. What did you guys vote for? I can't type vote. A or B. So yeah, I have to look at avatars. They look pretty awesome. But I'm a little sad because the set I want isn't being voted for.
I voted for B.
I know. I mean, I'm looking right now. Someone vote for C, which nice. That's clever. I guess. I mean, I want to see if I want to get them up so fast. I should have done this beforehand. But why'd you guys vote B?
Because it looked cooler.
Gunner.
Why else?
Well, thanks for the quick answer, Firebird. Like, I wasn't trying to buy for time at all.
Welcome. Nope.
I never get anything from him, man. Never. It's always like he never listens to me at all.
Well, you don't pay attention to me.
Oh God, here we go. all right, I got it up.
I voted for B though.
Yeah.
Just because female gunner looks fabulous.
All right, let me get this thing on centered screen. Boom. Okay. Turn that opacity up. All right, so everyone can see it. It's right there on your main screen. I'm trying to look at it right now. So everyone's voting for B, and I'm trying to understand why. The Slay looks like a cowboy dude. The male fire looks like Ryu. The female fire doesn't look. I mean, it looks like she's wearing a dress. Female gun looks pretty tight, actually. Damn, looks like a shinobi. Male gun is like a freaking ranger. Mages don't look. Male mage looks kind of like a prince, like a Prince of Persia guy, Prince of Persia, something like that. My monk or my priest looks kind of weird. That's why I voted for A. I mean, that was it. But no, I think overall it looked pretty cool. Fiber, why'd you vote for B? Is it because of the male gunner?
I just think it looks cool. So it just looked better to me.
You don't think the commando dude in A looks better?
Yeah, I mean it's all based on interpretation.
I just really want people to vote for A, man. That's it.
Give us both.
Yeah,
Too
right.
bad.
You see that comment on the Facebook? It's like that meme. It's like, why not both?
Yeah. Can't we just have both? Why is this? Why is it so? Why are you doing this? To
We can't
Steel?
have
You
all.
obviously have.
We can't have all the nice things. We only have one. So
I
we have to
want
choose.
it all.
Well,
Give it to me.
well,
I want it all.
Okay.
My voice hurts.
But let's talk about the other thing.
Reduces.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Anyway.
Let's talk about the other thing that that Neopal's doing, which is busting people for hacking. Because that's different. Because we usually do not have. We didn't have a publisher who cared about that. Or I mean, no, we didn't have a publisher that cared about that. Period. Like when Nexon was reigning, their supreme reign. If you had a problem with hacking, did you ever get anything back from them? Did they ever respond to you?
They did respond to you, but it would take quite a while. It really depends.
Yeah.
And when they did respond to you, if they were nice, they give you like a 100K NX
Uh-huh.
for you to use, but they wouldn't give you your stuff back.
Right. It's kind of like a compensation prize. Like, hey,
I can understand why. I don't know if they could go in the back and figure out everything that you had. That'd be a tedious task.
I mean, look, Neopo was able to bring alpha characters back from the dead. They did some magic.
But that's alpha. That's not, and it was bare bones too. It was your level and your class. It wasn't like it was from a broken, destroyed DFO server. You know.
Well, the thing about it is that KDNF and CDNF, when you do get hacked, they actually do something about it. And the thing that they do is if they take all your stuff, they'll respond and they'll roll back your account. It really depends.
Oh, really?
Yes, they can roll back your account and all your stuff will still be there.
Mhm.
And then they give you a bunch of stuff as well.
Uh-huh.
Cypher, he got hacked in CDNF and he had to go through that. And he got a bunch of stuff for free. He got all his stuff back. They rolled back his account. They banned anyone that was affiliated while he was not on his account. So they have access to all that. It's just, obviously Nexon never did any of that.
Yeah, it seems like they just didn't care. And I'm looking at the comment, and like Cypher said it pretty right. Like after pretty much you get golden apples and NX.
Oh
Actually, I forgot what golden apples do. I know they weren't 100%.
It's 50%.
50%. They're not even 100%. Jesus Christ, they did not care at all.
Why wouldn't they?
I mean,
they're too busy rolling around in that Maple Story money.
No, man, it's Mabinogi. They're all about that Mabinogi. For some reason, they can't let that dead horse die. They're just like, no, man, people like Mabinogi. People like Mabinogi. No.
I tried to get into that. I couldn't.
Wasn't for me at all. But no, so here's a heads up, and I'm gonna say it here on the show. Do not hack this game, because they worked so hard to bring an international version to the market, and do not buy gold. Like, I know it's taunting that you're on that beginner channel, and there's that bot that's pretty much saying like, oh man, you can buy gold like 1 million for like $10 or whatever the rate is. Like, just don't do it, because one, they will probably hack your account most likely, because they're like the people who are trying to like scam you, and two, you'll get banned for dealing with them because you're affiliated with them. So you're just as much like as a criminal as they are for doing that. So please don't do this. But we have heard of complaints from people who are actually getting hacked and have not participated in that. So if you have, just go report it to Neopo. They have a whole support page dedicated for that. You can just report everything, and I think they have been very helpful, as they're trying to get everyone to be happy in this game. So you can do you can be guaranteed you'll get something out of it, more than apples and NX. So yeah, that's what I'd say about that. Let's see, what else we got. No, that's it. That's all I have on the list. Fabrig, I need you to stop for like 10 minutes. Do something.
All right. I got time then.
Are you trying to call someone? Trying to get something to do? Or are you just literally taking a phone call right now?
Oops. Just give me one moment.
Yeah, it is important to mention that some people have been getting hacked. So if you haven't already, definitely change your password. Just as Cypher is saying, because we actually know some people who have
Can I get a takeout order?
got access their accounts, and all their stuff. Well, most of their stuff is taken.
Is he ordering food right now? I swear to God.
That'll be it. Thank you so much. Bye.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, you were saying?
Are you freaking serious? That's what I told you to do, and you order food?
You said we had 10 minutes. We had 10 minutes. You said we had 10 minutes.
I needed you to do something for 10 minutes, not order Chinese food.
Oh. Well.
Okay, all right. I want to say this. Apparently people don't know, Fiber, apparently people don't know that we have a guild.
Oh, yeah. What? Wait, what?
Yeah.
How?
Based off the lack of members in the guild.
Well, we got like 1,000, and that's statistically impossible.
Absolutely. For a max of 300, yeah, we should already hit the max like in a second, but we didn't. So we want to announce to people that we do have a guild. The name, I'm going to put it right here. Our DFO guild is DFO Re. So if you guys want a group of people and you want to listen to Fiber talk about stuff, then you can just go on that.
I can fill up 10 minutes, and this is for all the guildies out there and all the people who own a guild. Trying to put up a fucking guild notice on the guild notice board is impossible. Everything is apparently a bad word.
Oh yeah.
I try to let everybody know when the DFO podcast was going to be, and it would not let me do it. It thinks everything is bad, but when I type it in to the little box so everybody can see, it goes through. So I don't understand what they're doing, what it's all based on. It is bullshit, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I even echoed that shit. I echoed it. Not a single thing was hyphen exclamation mark stopped. Bullshit.
Right. Right.
Put that on your notice board and suck it.
Well, thanks, Fireberg. Thanks for the rallying support.
You know what I'm talking about.
Who'd you point at?
The chat. They're right up here for me.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
All right.
You know what I'm talking about. Yui, don't go away. I need you.
All right. So our last section that we usually do is about games we've been recently playing, but I'm pretty sure I know which ones they are for everybody here.
All except DFO. Except DFO. To start.
Okay, yeah, so what games are we playing other than you, DFO? Oh, wait. Yui, someone asked you a question.
Oh. When your next guide on Chaos, it's already made. He's trolling, though, because he's posting Kappa.
There you go. All right. So, yeah, Yui, are you playing any other game but DFO?
Currently, no. No, I'm not. I used to play Final Fantasy 14, but that's not a thing anymore.
Same thing here.
It's just DFO.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is such a longer topic when we didn't have DFO, but now it's like consolidated. Fiber, what about you? What have you been playing?
I've been playing Final Fantasy 4 on my phone because work is fucking boring. Does that count?
How you able to play at work? Like, what do? You just like say, "Oh, I need to take a break."
No, I stand behind the counter and watch customers not come in.
Wow, that's saying a lot.
I've also, I think it's worth mentioning that I've also got this game. Let me pop it out of my. I don't recommend this game. It's called Mugen Souls. It's by the same people who have made what's it called? Disgaea, and Disgaea 2, and Disgaea 3, and Disgaea 4, and Disgaea 15. It's fun, but it's stupid.
Right.
Let's put that back in there. Just play Disgaea. Anyway. Anything else? You've been playing anything?
I got Mortal Kombat, but
yeah.
I played it for maybe 30 minutes.
Because it has all of 10 characters to play.
Well, no, because I've been playing too much DFO.
Yeah. You can play as old Liu Kang. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of funny, but like a lot of the characters. So I don't want to say maybe spoilers, but like there are characters that don't understand. I don't understand why they're there. I'm like, why are you there? Like, you shouldn't be in this game. I don't know how you're in here, but whatever. Oh man, look at that. I'm getting told now by running wild.
Yeah.
KOF, I love KOF.
What's KOF?
King
of Fighters?
Yeah,
okay.
King of Fighters.
I just didn't know the abbreviation was a thing.
I used to play Rugal. I loved Rugal because he had that move where he just grabbed you and just ran you across the screen and threw you against the wall. Like he didn't give a fuck. Every single time. It was the best. And he has a panther. Pet panther.